Well, after a successful return to the contest last year, let's see if anything in Luxembourg's national selection can help maintain their 100% qualification rate. Yes, I'm fully aware that they've only had to qualify for the final once from the semi-finals, but a 100% qualification rate is still a 100% qualification rate. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the ESC Harry channel. I hope you're all doing very well indeed. Today we will be reacting to Luxembourg's national selection for Eurovision 2025. Like last year, Luxembourg are going with a national selection and they have selected another 7 songs that potentially will be flying the flag for them in Basel. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Luxembourg did return to the contest for the first time in many years back in 2024 with Tali and Fighter, and they did get a very good result in 13th, a very solid result. So hopefully there will be something in these 7 songs that can help maintain their good return to the contest. But before we get into the main reaction, make sure to like this video if you enjoy it, subscribe if you are new to ESC Harry, and comment down below what are your favourites from Luxembourg's national selection for Eurovision 2025. With that being said, let's get to reacting. So as with all my national final videos, I will be reacting to the songs in alphabetical order based on the artist name. And if you want to go to any specific song throughout this video, make sure to follow the timestamps. There will be somewhere that you can find for a song that you want specifically to hear my thoughts on. But up first, we have Laura Thorn and the song La poupée, monte, la son. Apologies if I've mispronounced any of that and any future mispronunciations that might happen in this video. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Grand, I say at the beginning. Oh, this is intense and dramatic from the start. Oh, this has got a bit of sass and sort of all-round stuff here. Good start. I think the French works quite nicely here. After all, Tali did send a song that was predominantly in French last year, or at least the verses were. It's got like a slightly retro disco feel, borders on being not modern, but I think it's just about there. Yeah, it definitely does border on that, is it generic slash slightly dated? Or is it modern? I think it borders on that. It just about is modern enough. I love the energy in the instrumental here. It helps keep up the intensity and flow throughout. It gives it more purpose. I love these like do 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 do. Like it adds a bit more personality to the song. This feels like a Euro Club song, doesn't it? Come on, some big notes here. See, the na-na-nas, they can sound a bit generic, I think. The chorus, I think, lets it down. I like the verses a bit more than the chorus. Ooh, mixing up in this final bit. Clapping bit here. Come on, big last chorus here. We're building towards it. I want it. We all want it. You guys want it. I want it. Even she probably wants it. Big note! This is good. Really good start. And look, I appreciate, again, the na-na-nas are a bit cliche and they're not my favourite, but they do add a sing-along feel, especially in a song, big ending there, in a song that isn't in English, where you might need sort of like some moments where people to latch onto, they help. I have to say, what a strong start to the selection, Luxembourg, with Laura Thorn. You are definitely on my radar. Love the anthemic feel, great vocals. The French works quite nicely. It adds a little bit of a playful element, I think. It works quite nicely with the instrumental, which I do enjoy. It is intense throughout. It keeps it flowing very nicely. There's enough little quirks there, bits of personality that she can bring on stage. Overall, I can't see that not being a contender. If, you know, very strong start, and I hope all the songs are of that quality. So up next we have Luzac with the song Je Danse, another French song seemingly, that's good. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Piano, dramatic already. Oh, this beat in the background. It's like a pulsating one. This, again, feels playful. And it might just be the French language. There's just something that quite works nicely with like this sound. But this is so playful and like full of personality moments, even more than the last song. This, okay. This is almost like a rave dance chorus. A most fascinating chorus, I have to say. I don't hate it though. I like this so far. Has like a cool vibe towards it. But it has this nice soft bit as well. It's a nice juxtaposition between what the chorus does and like the intense rave vibe and this like stripped down relax. It really likes to put the energy into it, like a shock. I will say, I don't know necessarily if this chorus will be for everyone. I think people will find it a bit too jarring and shouty. But there's something about it that sounds unique that I quite enjoy. Clapping feel. This is the stadium vibe you get. You want everyone singing this in the arena. This feels, yeah. There's something I quite enjoy about this. The chorus can sound messy at points, but it sounds unique and intense. There's like, yeah, it has a USP. And intangible as well. Yeah, I'm fascinated by that one. It's like a mixture of like a dance feel with the rave chorus. It has some nice peaks and troughs, but also it's like, but there's also within his vocals and just the way he sings it, there's like an intensity and a passion that there is in the song, which really, you know, it keeps me interested throughout. I had to listen to it, I think, a couple more times to fully get my opinion on it, because I don't know how it would work in a Eurovision setting. That staccato beat can sometimes, you know, fall flat, especially live. But there's a nice moments there. It feels grand enough for Eurovision. Yeah, there's something there. I'm not going to write that one off completely, put it that way. Fair play to Luzac. So up next, we've got MÄNA with the song Human Eyes, hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, this is the first English song. Clap. There's been a clapping feel for all of these songs so far. Like a bit of soul in a sense. Oh, a gospel element in the background. Oh, good, nice vocals. Oh, okay. I like it. I think if it went to Eurovision, it would need a revamp. And the reason I say that this early is because I can already hear the mixing is not quite full. It's not quite complete. There needs a bit more in the instrumental, I feel. So I'm pretty sure the message of the song is something along the lines of a monster in a sense, or a bad relationship going on, or a bad person she's talking about, and she's saying he's a monster, but you've got human eyes, you've got human features. I'm enjoying this though. Luxembourg haven't had a bad song so far out of the 3 I've heard. This might be a grower, I'm already hearing it, because I like this second chorus more than the first chorus, and it's basically the same. Very relatable lyrics in a sense, slightly generic. It's not like reinventing the wheels in this message and the imagery, but there's something there. Just enjoyable, actually. This is very nice to listen to. There's like a beat in the background, there's like thump throughout the song, which really keeps the energy, and I appreciate that. I'm interested to see how vocals are live, because they don't sound the strongest in this studio track. Again, could just be the mixing, but I don't know if they'll fall flat live. But if they are good, then this has promise. Yeah, again, it's not reinventing the wheel or anything like that. I don't necessarily expect much from Luxembourg to do that, just based on the national final last year. But that being said, it's enjoyable. It's a good message, solid structure throughout. I like the gospel elements there. They add a bit of oomph towards it. Yeah, overall, just enjoyable. It could be better. I don't think it might not do that well in Eurovision if this is the selection without a revamp or just some good staging. But it's promising. MÄNA, you're also in my good books for Luxembourg. So up next, it is One Last Time with the song Gambler's Song. Now, I'm aware One Last Time took part in the Luxembourg national final last year with their song Devil in the Detail. So be interested to see what they come back with. I can't remember where they finished last year. I want to say it was around like 4th or 5th. I know they didn't get to the second round, put it that way. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Scream right at the beginning. Again, it's got this, there's a pulsating beat in this one. A very rock beat. I'm interested to see what the chorus does, but at the moment this sounds, even though I'm a rock fan, this sounds a bit generic rock. We've been welcomed to their life. Not necessarily where I thought the chorus would go. Got a bit of a breakdown before we get into the main part. Are we going to hear a drum and bass beat here? Tease the drum, tease something there. I don't know if it's got a hook at the moment is my issue. It's well produced, I have to say, but there's not much of a hook there that can gravitate towards voters. I think their song last year sort of had that as well. There's someone praying. So yeah, the La La La's obviously people could remember, but in terms of lyrical content in the chorus, there isn't much to gravitate towards in terms of like a hook. The rhyming puts me off here. I don't know what it is about some of these rhymes. They don't sound very good. They sound a bit cheesy. I thought that was the end of the song. There's one more chorus. Big no! Oh, that's a nice no. That's money dropping. I don't want to discredit this and say it's a bad song, because it is far from a bad song. It's a nice song, but I can understand why people might think this is a bit weak for Eurovision. If you say so, if today's a good day, I believe you. Too many La's. There is too many La's at this point. It's tipping it over the edge into generic. Well, I'm sure it is, because today is a day that I listened to your song. And I didn't mind it. It's not bad. I think it's the weakest of the ones I've heard so far. I like the rock feel. I am a rock boy at the end of the day. But is it competitive for Eurovision? I do not think so. It lacks a hook other than the La's. And if your hook is the La's, then you're dead. You're dead on arrival, put it that way. Nothing but the best for them. And good luck to them in the contest, though. So from one returning artist to another, up next we have Rafa Ela with the song No Thank You. Last year, Rafa Ela took part in Luxembourg's national final in a duo. I've forgotten the name of the other singer, but their song was called Drop. I remember that. So, and I didn't mind that one, actually. That was all right. So let's see what she's bringing this year. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. This already feels like a like a fan bop that people would like. It's like a low beat. Yeah, definitely bop vibes. She's begging us to love her. I think that's just asking for votes at that point. No, thank you. At least she's being polite. You know, you've got to appreciate the politeness of Rafa Ela. We're gonna go drop here. Let's see what it's like. It's not reinventing the wheel, but it is enjoyable. I know there's a demographic for this song, absolutely. Well, of course not. You keep singing with this music. I'm interested to see how they stage this because if they do a similar staging to Luxembourg, their national final last year, it wasn't the biggest stage, so there isn't much room for like movement, but I'm sure they'll figure out something. Also, I don't remember Rafa Ela moving around much in drop, so that'll be an interesting thing. Let's get back to this drop. Slow mix up. Yeah, this is the kind of song you hear in a lot of national finals. They're enjoyable. There's an audience for it. This will be some people's favourite, absolutely. Is it the most inventive one though? No. I will say, what a lot of songs here have is there is an intensity in the instrumental throughout, which I do appreciate. And we're gonna enter this final chorus. It's enjoyable. I cannot deny that at all. And her voice suits it quite nicely. Euro Club vibes. I just want to go to Euro Club at this point. I mentioned it in a lot of songs. Who doesn't want to go to Euro Club? And then listening to Rafa Ela. I do like the instrumental here. And we're still going. I think they missed the natural point to end the song here, maybe. But it did give her the opportunity to do one big note at the end. I do enjoy that from Rafa Ela, I have to say. It's not the most inventive. I think you could say that about a few songs in Luxembourg again. But good vibes here, a lot of fun, a lot of energy. You just got to translate that now onto stage. Will this win? I'm not sure. I think it might be in contention. I don't know how it would do in the actual contest of Eurovision. In terms of, you know, bops go, we have heard better. But it's enjoyable. I personally like it. And yeah, it's solid, good work from Rafa Ela. So up next we have Rhythmic Soulwave with the song Stronger. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, there is... I know it's called Soulwave, but already there's some soul in here. This lead singer's vocal, I'm assuming it's the one in the middle with the afro. There's two in the afro. Blue dress. I can tell the singer is. They got a good voice. I love the rasp. I'm going to say off the bat, I don't know how competitive this style is usually for Eurovision. If I enjoy it, this might be more an impersonal enjoyment than actually a good idea for Luxembourg to send this. Okay. A bit of subtle power in there. So far, this is a nice inclusion for the diversity of the lineup. The only problem is I can already hear this sound can sometimes be a bit low energy on stage. Especially if they're all just like standing around playing instruments. The camera would have to do a lot of the work. Okay, we strip down a bit here. You want to go? Well, go. You are going to Luxembourg Song Contest. I do love her voice. Suits this style so well. Oh, this does hit you in the nostalgia, doesn't it? There's a vibe to this I quite enjoy. The soul, the feeling. There's a bit of sass in this as well. She's stronger, everyone. I told you, this is more a personal one, I think. She's stronger. Oh, she's stronger. Do you know she's stronger? Big crescendo, here we go! Stronger! Yes, it's more a personal one, I think, for me. I do not see that being the Luxembourg choice. Again, I just think maybe with that sound, especially if they're all just playing instruments in the background, there could be a lack of energy on stage. But that being said, it has that sort of theatrical soul feel that's slightly nostalgic that I rather enjoy. This is a pleasant listen, I have to say. Maybe not for Eurovision, but in terms of introducing me to a new song, it did the job and I enjoyed it, so well done. So the final song is from 0.5 and it is called Ride. Hopefully I will be giving it a better ranking out of 10 than the artist name itself. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Another clap feel. Okay, it's like there's a slightly Americanized feel to this. Indie vibe a little bit. Very indie vibe. It reminds me of, I say American, but actually it's more British, I think, this style actually. Like Mumford & Sons. Or for a Eurovision comparison, a hint of Malta 2014. Definite clap feel. Over 50% of the songs have a clap feel. Hey! Oh. There's a few songs in this selection as well that have got like quite generic like lyrics like Lars, O's. This is nice. I don't know if it's competitive. Oh, harmonica. I will say, I do think the lyrics are a bit like cliche for this style of music. Maybe this is just the case that they're going to lean into this theme for the staging and just the whole package. For me, as you know, as an English speaker, you know, it can be off-putting. I do like the feeling in this chorus though. Like, just good vibes, fun. You're never going to stop it. I mean, eventually the car will run out of petrol, so you will have to stop the ride at some point. But, you know, depending on what car you get, that could be for, you know, around 12 hours maybe. Just get a good deal on a car and this ride, you will feel like it's not going to end. This violin bit's nice here. Maybe in some ways I kind of hope they lean into the theme with the visuals in particular. Because this has a feel-good nature and it will help it stand out in the national selection. Yeah, a nice ending to the selection. I have to say, I don't think there's any bad songs in Luxembourg's national selection this year. This is not a bad one. I like the feel. Again, it adds a bit more diversity to the lineup. This country, Mumford & Sons, indie vibe. I don't know if it's the selection. It's one of those where it's like, if it went to Eurovision, I feel it would stand out on style, but I don't know if this kind of vibe is unique enough and Eurovision friendly enough to, you know, make a mark in the contest. I think it would have an uphill battle. I think it would have an audience. I'm somewhat in that audience, but yeah, overall, in terms of, again, I feel like the theme here is these songs are overall good, but I'm not sure they're Eurovision, put it that way. But I enjoy it. Well, that was my thoughts on Luxembourg's national final, and I have to say, it is quite a pleasant selection of songs. It's overall enjoyable for me. I will enjoy watching this national final. There's not a song I don't like overall. There isn't a lot of wow, though. There's not a lot of, I can see this coming in Eurovision top 5. Or anything like that, which, you know, Luxembourg's still a micronation. They're not going to get the biggest pool of songs to select from. And I think what they have is 7 songs that are good, will be fun on the night, and have some staging potential. Just whether Eurovision potential, it varies from song to song. That being said, as with all my national finals, I have been ranking the songs, and I have my top 3 from this selection. In 3rd place, I have MÄNA with her song. In 2nd place, I have Rafa Ela, And in first place, it was the first song I listened to, Laura Thorn. I think that hands down has the most Eurovision potential out of all of them. I think the French fill works quite nicely. It's playful. It has some nice hooks in there. And yeah, that's enjoyable. That for me is the selection I think for Luxembourg need to make. There's a lot in terms of like, you know, if they want to do well in my personal ranking, there's a few good options there. But if I want to do well in the actual contest, Laura Thorn is your option, Luxembourg. But that is my thoughts on Luxembourg's national final. But remember, my opinion is not necessarily the correct one. It is just my opinion. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think about Luxembourg's selection? Who are your favourites and who do you think will go on to represent them in Basel? Once again, make sure to like this video if you enjoy it and subscribe if you are new to ESC Harry to make sure you do not miss any videos from this Eurovision 2025 season, especially going into the new year. All that's left me to say is I hope you enjoy this video and I will see you guys next time for another video on this channel. Take care, guys.